Hey family, we have a new crew tier with exclusive members only polls, messages, and content. We already have some videos live, like our skeleton key reading, a spirit animal bird reading, so I'll see you on the other side of the Onyx key. Make sure you hit the join button so you can go deeper down this experience with me. Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It's timeless, it is love based. We are going to see what your crush tells their friends about you and where it applies, what people say, right? If that's relevant to the topic. So I'm so excited to be here right now. Happy holidays to all of you, because this is going to be our last reading for the 2024 year. And yeah, it is timeless, but you know, when I'm real time, I'm into like the spirit and the season. Everyone on memberships, they already have a version of this for themselves, even though they can participate here. So if you're looking for a little extra, go check it out. Everything for the month of December is live, and we got a lot of content. We're going to try to stick to 2 videos minimum a month on the exclusive content tier. So I obviously wanted to launch the holiday season with some extras. It's the season of giving, so that's where we are over there. Just to let you know, there's something about this Cupcake Crush Chatter thumbnail. I was going to push these back, okay? Hence why I'm mentioning extra. Something about the winter, holiday, Christmas time of year is very relevant to these readings, because when I was going to push them back, I just kept getting a no, 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 no. We need to use these thumbnails. You will not hold these for next year. So next year is going to be something completely different. I don't know, but we needed this seasonal Cupcake Crush chatter specifically. So take these messages as they resonate and all of the things, okay? So I hope you've all been outside enjoying the season. I always encourage you guys to do things other than live on the internet, right? So I encourage you there, and let's get into it. So for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to choose based on me verbally describing each pile, let's do it now. Pile number 1 is the vanilla cupcake with a gingerbread man on it. It's like a cookie. And then pile number 2 is actually a ginger cake cupcake with a green Christmas tree design. It's got the colorful light sprinkles, I guess. And then pile number 3, it's a vanilla cupcake, but it's got chocolate icing and it's a Christmas holly design, like a winter snow. And then pile number 4 is kind of a winter wonderland. It's a white Christmas tree vanilla cupcake, okay? I will give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1, my vanilla gingerbread man cupcake. Let's see what your crush tells their friends about you and what people say, maybe the friends' responses where that makes sense, okay? Now, for those of you that are new here, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. So something about lifting a hood, taking a hood down, like taking a scarf down. I don't know why that's relevant, but that's a thing. And as soon as I was like ready to, it's like I'll describe the vision, right? Like it's kind of a vision I'm getting for this pile of someone kind of taking a hood down, taking a hat off, scarf down as they enter a door, okay? Like as they enter somewhere. So I don't know where that's applying and why that would be a topic, or maybe that's a memory or some type of plan, not sure. But that's going to be one of those relevant topics when it comes to your crush, person of interest, and all the things. So let me get you an overview. Let me get an overview here from my pile number 1. Pile number 1, tell me crush is telling their friends about my pile number one. Oop, me dropping all of the deck. All right. Tell me. I'm excited to see what's gonna come out because oh, okay, discernment. Okay, so you know what? There seems to be a topic of like conduct, and I know that sounds really intense, but it doesn't. It seems like manners, formalities, and just how to conduct yourself, how to carry yourself. Like that seems to be a topic, right? Someone learning, discussing discernment on like I'm hearing like it's a time and a place. Like there's just certain it could be a shadow, but it's just knowing how to conduct yourself, knowing how to engage someone in a way that's respectful. That seems to be a topic, right? It says the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Okay? So something about having a certain level of discernment. You know what? Taking a scarf down, a hood off is kind of seeing someone very clearly, possibly for the first time, for better, for worse. So let me see what's at the bottom here. Tantric journey. Oh, okay. They're talking about taking clothes off. Look at you. This is not that kind of reading. I think it's funny because and when it slips out in the public readings, I'm like, oh no, we can't have that because I don't want to like ding this video as that type of topic because it's not that type of topic. But this is someone that seems to be asking for advice. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this is very, very early, could be very much so a pure crush or just someone that's concerned about you and or them. Like there's a certain like that, you know how I got that wave of energy. It was very formal at the beginning of like how do you conduct yourself, how do you engage somebody, right? Like this person seems to be taking you very seriously or thinks that you take them very seriously in a almost uncomfortable way, right? Like it's like, how do I make the move in a romantic sense without coming across as too forward, right? Like how do I engage sensual activity without being overly aggressive? Like that seems to be some sort of a topic. So I don't know why that's the topic. Like I said, it could just some of you, it may very well be religious. It may be values based. Like maybe you've had conversations with this person where just something about the vibe just feels like a little bit discomfort when it comes to discerning an approach to said tantric journey, right? I didn't read the card because I was taken aback. First pile, you already bringing in the naughty, not the nice. Check you out. It says the frequency of tantric journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and one another. And you know, some of you, it's literally a topic of this person feels like they see you much more clearly after some type of sensual encounter. This person may feel like there's just a certain depth. I heard the word intellectually, but in terms of like the way you two connect and interact with one another energetically, right? Like, you know how when you sit in someone's energy, that seems to be a stimulant for this person, then that seems to be a topic. So let me keep pulling these cards. It's like, yeah, like a light. Right at the bottom of the deck you have. So tell me more about what is this vanilla gingerbread man cupcake saying about my pile number one to their friends. Tell me more about, like, it's kind of like I need to have the discernment on how to conduct myself with pile one. Like that seems to be like, how do I know too much? What is too much? How do I know what is not enough? Things like that. Okay. All right, tell me more about the conversation that this vanilla gingerbread, I guess, person is having. Yeah, I mean, I keep saying man, but I'll take that one. Those are my three. Very masculine presence on the table. Seems like a masculine, possibly communicating with friends, possibly other masculines, but it doesn't have to be, all right? I've got the Emperor here. Hold on, let me not knock everything over trying to grab this because these cards are a lot larger than I'm used to using now. But I have this authority, right? And authority does feel like a discernment. It feels very formal. I keep saying that. So like I said, it's a discomfort with romance, a discomfort with making certain moves because it may seem, I guess, disrespectful, if that makes sense. That's the topics with the friends, okay? Yeah, two of confirmation for me. But like I said, this is the emperor, this is the authority, and this is someone that's very active, wanting to be very active, but also wanting to do so in the most appropriate, respectful way. I mentioned discernment, I mentioned clarity. The more they engage you, or the more they learn about you or observe you, whatever the thing is, because we've got triumphant success, which talks about clarity. This is the Ace of Swords, which talks about someone feeling like really inspired, really excited, because it feels like someone that's just now realizing that you're interested in them. So the conversations with the friends are like, you know what, I'm realizing that Pawan actually is really interested in me, or that Pawan and I are on the same page as far as like going deeper, right? Like I'm reading the signals right for the first time. Feels like someone that may be a little confused sometimes, and they're like, no, for the first time I feel very sure, very certain that I'm reading Pawan's signals right. So they're excited with the friends, like I'm moving on it, I'm going, because I know what's going on, right? So I feel like it's a little bit of a sweet energy, very considerate person. We've got number 5, which is the Hierophant of Wisdom. You know, the Hierophant can very much be a religious card of, you know, it rules like organizational structures and things like that. So I could see why there's this discomfort about what is and isn't appropriate conduct, because that seems to be a theme with this person in you. Now, there seems to be clarity, right? Like very clear, whatever the not sure if it's too much or too little is, it seems like this person's kind of cracked that code with that wisdom. And what I like here, what I really love is, now that I have all of these on the table, we'll get the bottom in a second, feels like this is someone seeking an elder for advice. I say elder, it doesn't have to be super old person compared to them. Like it doesn't have to be someone 20 plus years older than them, but it does seem to be someone they're talking about you too, with a little more maturity of like, how do I engage this type of person? How do I, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, one of the energies on my table is someone talking about you, as in you're a type of person they're not used to having to be considerate and respectful, if that makes sense. Like something about your personality type, like they're not used to needing to be considerate, right? Like it feels like someone that's possibly used to very casual, I'll even say flings. Not saying all of you, the person you're asking about, is like that. Some of you, maybe this person's not been in a serious relationship before. Some of you, maybe they've, like it feels like a personality type, like something about you, they just seem to hold you to such a high regard compared to other people they've dealt with. So I don't know what the comparison thing is. It will be different for all of you, but there is a comparison of you and what this person's used to dealing with, okay? In terms of like people that they're wanting to date and get to know. So they're definitely consulting some sort of a more mature figure, possibly even masculine, someone that's more experienced when it comes to relationships, someone that's more experienced when it comes to just dealing with people and having consideration and things like that. Like some of you, it could be a religious figure, because we do have authority and wisdom. Some of you, it is a possibly even a boss, right? A mentor of some form. That's who this person's talking about. Now, what I love is we're getting huge indicators of who it is this person's talking to, right? I don't know why that's so important, but it seems to be important who this person's talking to, because this seems to be a person of great importance in the person you're asking about's life. So what this person says holds a lot of weight. Like this is someone that this vanilla gingerbread person will absolutely listen to and heed the advice from, because you know, wisdom is stable, grounded structure, organizations, step by step, do this way, this is by the book. And authority is obviously someone that has reached a certain level of success internally or externally, right? Because the emperor conquers, right? The emperor is on top. So it feels like someone, this person aspires to have a life like, right? Or is on a trajectory to live a life like. So they really, like, whoever this is they're talking to is very powerful, possibly masculine, more mature version of them, okay? All right, what's the bottom? Hey, I like it. I'm telling you, I'm really excited about these readings today. We've got the Empress. So we got the Emperor and the Empress. This person's telling whoever this is, whoever these people are, like pile one is the one. Very fertile. I heard the word pure. I mean, I don't know why that's a thing. I could see why that's a thing when we're talking about masculines. I could see that. But the overall energy, let me see if I can slide us in. Yeah, look at us getting it together. So it feels like the overall topic is like, listen, I think pile one is perfect. Pile one is exactly what an emperor like me would want in an empress, or exactly what an empress like me would want in an emperor. You see what I'm saying? So like it matches and it's clear, and I feel like furthering this connection would be a triumphant success, literally. But I also need some guidance on how to maneuver a connection of this nature, because I'm not there yet. I'm still learning, I'm still maturing, and I don't want to mess this up. I like it. It feels like a very grounded person. Look at you. I like it when y'all start asking me about people that make sense to be asked about. It makes me happy. I feel like y'all are growing. We get good readings. Everybody feels good. And y'all live good. And I don't have to tell y'all to stop that. Now, I'm not going to ignore the shadow. I will mention it. Just if you know you're asking about someone that just doesn't hold you in that regard. Like sometimes it is what it is. I don't judge anyone for it. I prefer the lighter energy because it's obviously easier on me as a reader, and we all want good news. So like I like to give you guys good news. But where the shadow exists, I like you to know, because some of you literally do check up on people. Like, okay, what's this person telling their friends about me? Like, yeah, this is an ex that I may be reconsidering, but like, what are they saying about me? The conversation is that of, is this a person up to your standard, right? Like, is this an emperor to your empress? Is this an empress to your emperor? And if it's not, that's where the negative energy of, don't get lost in that tantric journey. Use your discernment. Use your wisdom, right? Have the discipline of the authority of the emperor card, right? Like have the discipline, have the discernment to not get lost in that tantric journey where you know it's not what makes sense for what you're doing, right? So that's where that shadow applies. So let me get in here. Tell me more about my pile number one. Okay, that one is very loud. Yeah, what makes sense, right? Show the world the real you when outcome is forecast. Does it benefit you and pile one as you step out in your networks, as you engage your professional networks, your social obligations? Does it make sense, right? Do you both make sense in each other's world settings, things like that? Okay, so I will see which one hit the bottom. Yeah, doesn't make sense. Okay, I'll take that, because we don't have enough space for tons of cards, but we making space. We making do. We got you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. When we talk about the energy of I'm trying to make sure we have the right amount of space and we can see everything. Look at us. There we go. When we talk about the qualities that someone would desire in a feminine or masculine presence in the household, right? Like this feels like my pile of traditional perceptions. And no, it is not even a gender. It's not even a sexuality thing. I'll be honest with you, because even my like LGBTQ, be real, like there's certain gender roles, there's certain essences, like certain people are attracted to people that are a little more masculine, that are a little more feminine, and things like that for all of you out there, because y'all are all welcome, right? I know I lead with the traditional man woman because it's clearer, but like, you know, you're in here if you know you're more attracted to masculines in that sense. Like, are you what masculines of that nature would be seeking, right? Because it still feels like people that have a little bit of a like, it feels like that traditional word still has like a little bit of a chokehold on the people on this table that are having conversations, right? Like, does this make sense? How does this look to other people? Things like that, right? When we walk into a room, does like do people admire us together, or do we look out of place? Like, it's still about appearances a little bit. I'm getting that, because that's why we have both Emperor, Empress. We have the divine counterparts on the table, right? Feeling like equally yoked. So in my lighter sense, this is someone that's telling whoever that, you know, they feel very safe, they feel very confident, they feel like you balance each other out, right? You're equally yoked, win-win. Like I said, power couple-esque. And they're really looking to further that. Like I said, that discernment and making sure that as they progress, it feels like an ongoing conversation. This feels like someone that, okay, let's say this is a crush, right? They're getting advice on what's the best way to approach someone like you, because it sounds like someone that's not used to someone, quote unquote, on their level. And as the connection furthers, they would still be actively talking to this person, these people, on next steps, just because they want to make sure they do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that seems overly structured, overly formal, depending on who you ask, but that this person takes it that seriously. So they're that's the approach they're taking. Let me pull from this other deck. Okay, shuffle. All right. Tell me what's pile number 1. Okay. Self-indulgence, self-worth, value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. This person feels like you're a treat. Like they would be treating themselves to like a partner like you. Like they feel like that would be like the greatest thing ever. All right, especially with that tantric journey, there's definitely topics of sensual energy. Like I said, it's not that kind of reading, so we're not going in depth about it, because I don't want that label on the video, but it is a topic of like how to indulge in the appropriate way. Okay, so let me get more. Yeah, talking. We've got interested, awaiting messages, texts, calls, emails, talking more. So yeah, lots of talking, lots of conversations. This is someone that is basically saying like, what do I say? How do I say it? How do I engage? Right? Like that's the topics. And like this is someone that's kind of like sharing conversations that you've had where that applies. And this is someone that's kind of pitching certain things. So like, for example, like this is a crush, you start talking, you're texting, you're calling, things like that. When it comes time to like ask you on like a big date, like let's say they want to take you on a trip, you want to go on a trip together, get to know each other better, they're like pitching to whoever this is, like, okay, what if I word it like this? Like, how do I say it without doing too much, right? Like, how do I not come across as weird or awkward when I ask pile 1 to do the thing, right? Okay, some of you, and I do get, sometimes we get ahead with these readings, right? Some of you, if you are at that stage, or if you reach that stage of that type of weekend getaway stage of dating, taking trips together, dating, this is someone that 100% would be talking it through, like, okay, we've never slept in the same place together before. How do I act in that setting with this type of person? You know what I'm saying? So like that's how it is. Like some of you, this person may have a bit of a experience past. I'll say it like that, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with living your life when you're single. But in this setting of like being stable and trying to commit to somebody, they're like, I know what I would do with certain types of people. Like I know what I would do with the people that I would bring on these trips or go on these trips with historically, because I wasn't as invested. But with pile 1, I want to make sure I don't make pile 1 uncomfortable, and I want to make sure like I'm setting us up for success long term. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, so like I said, those of you where you're a little further along and you're like actively dating, because this is a question, like it says crush, but like all of your energies come through, because we do read past, present, and coming as well. So tell me more. Vanilla Gingerbread Man, please. One more, please. What's this person telling their friends about my pile number 1? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, this person really does see a long-term vision with you. Just by talking to you, interacting with you, the way you keep up with yourself, take care of yourself. Like they have like high hopes for where this could go. Because we have union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. They're telling whoever this is, these people, that they are devoted. That wisdom Hierophant card actually could rule marriage. Libra is 7th house ruler of those types of formal commitments. So yeah, I mean, this person's like, yeah, I want to, some of you, this is the person, whoever this person's talking to, right? These powerful masculine, feminine, whoever that they aspire to be like, this is actually the person that they would tell possibly first if you reach the point of engagement. Like they would actually be like, okay, which ring do you think is best? Like which one looks like pile one, right? Like that's kind of where we're going with this. So let me get the bottom. Yep, twin flames. We got a hammer, locking it down. Hammers are in courtrooms, like legal documents. Look at this person. They're very serious. They're telling their friends how serious they are and how seriously they take you. Twin flames is an intense message because it says yin and yang, balance, union, duality, complement, polar opposites. So like, I mean, this person feels like you're perfect complements to one another and that you bring out the best in each other, or would, could, where we're at varying levels of stages, right? That's why we have that Emperor Empress combo. That's how this person is seeing you, and they're very openly describing you as such to whoever. Okay, so I've got a couple of more cards and I'll close you out because I mean there's nothing else to say. They're serious about you. They're getting advice from people that are more experienced in the best way. Like I said, be cognizant of if you're asking about somebody that wouldn't see you in a high regard, not because you don't deserve to be seen in a high regard, but like we all have varying types of connections with other people. So if you're asking about somebody where it's either chaos or it's been really bad, or like it's old and it's like it wouldn't be good message, like this person wouldn't be saying anything good, this person saying like they're looking for their perfect match, they're looking for their equal, they're looking for someone that's like toe to toe with them and like miss the mark with you or something like that, right? Where we're talking about that shadow. One more from, well, one from this deck, and I do have one more deck, and I'll get you some advice. Tell me, what is this person telling their friends about my pile number one, please? Okay. Oh, I dropped one. I'll take that one in the bottom. We've got warm embrace. Let yourself enjoy your partner's loving arms around your body. Their touch ignites a flame within you. Well, listen, something about you, like they are really stimulated. And you know that's Aries energy, which is very stimulated energy. So I'll give you that. But this person's like wanting to be closer to you. They're looking for advice on how to do that, again, in an appropriate way. I keep repeating because it's the same thing over and over again. That's the topic. That's the one topic. We've got new chapter. A fresh start is always good for everyone. Doors are opening for this new phase within your love life. You know, I saw a channeled an energy of a door, like some kind of taking a hood off or hat off, entering a door, and like something about you and connecting with you. This person feels like this is a new era in life. Is probably why they're heavily leaning on the people they feel like are better at this than them, because they see so much potential. Obviously with twin flames and the divine counterparts on my table, they just see so much potential with you that they just really just like they're ready to turn over a whole new leaf. I heard where it applies. This person's ready to just do something completely new that they're not used to. I'll take this one too since it's like screaming. Yeah, exactly what I said. Building a future. Okay. This one's a keeper. Your love life is ascending to the next level. That is exactly what they're saying. It's a new chapter. I'm locked in. I'm building a future with pile number one. We have the best part. If life were a movie, being with each other would be the best part. You both bring out the better parts of each other. I mentioned two people that complement one another really well. This person is saying like you do bring out the best parts of them. They feel like your love story, I guess, or the way you're engaging each other, how it came to be, how it's progressing, feels like a movie. Like that's the topic. Okay, so let me get this last deck and your advice. Close you out. I like it. I like how this message came through. Thank you, Pile One, for not being difficult and complex in your read. Pile number one. But like I said, don't overlook that shadow because the light is so good. If you know that you would be more likely there. Okay. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, which is basically what we've been talking about the whole time. Like, how do I do it? Should I do it? What's the next step, right? So that's the thing. Ooh, yeah, look, I'm knocking everything over. You know, this is an incoming energy of let your friends help you. So That's a thing, okay? And I mentioned that support from people that know better, but we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other, express your love. So, yeah, I mean, they're telling them whatever conversation needs to be had, whatever discussion in a positive way, whatever expression of love will happen. If this is a shadow and it's a breakup, because it's like, no, we don't complicate. We complicate it. It doesn't mesh well at all. We don't complement one another at all. Um, Obviously the heart-to-heart conversation of like, maybe you go find your person, I go find mine. That's the shadow. Okay, so let's get your advice. But yeah, I mean, whatever move this person would need to make next that would make sense relative to how familiar you are with them. It seems to be a conversation of like, okay, how to do it and then doing, right? All right, give me my advice on pile number 1, please, regarding this crush and their conversations with their friends. Perfect. Creativity. Well, this is very active energy, so let me see what's at the bottom. Mindful. Okay, so if this is a person that would be, because I got messages and talking and expressing your love, if you're on the other side, if you know like, okay, this is not someone that would be active towards you, like, so let's say you're more masculine approach, doesn't mean you're a dude or anything like that. It just means you're more active in pursuit, especially when it comes to this person based on their personality. It's saying be creative, be mindful. It's a go. Yeah, you hear like outside, it's a go. You can be creative and mindful in your approach to this person. Because I'm realizing there is a polarity where this person's talking about how they're ready to go and they're waiting for you. But I read from the active principle, okay? So the active principle here is like, this is the things that I'm going to do. I'm looking for advice on how to do it. And the other side of that would be someone that's kind of certain and sure, possibly having conversations about how certain is sure and just wondering when, I guess, whatever move's gonna happen with that discernment. I just missed that. But the advice made it clear. So like I said, you be creative and mindful in your approach to this person, depending on where you fall in activity between you. Okay, so that is all I have for you today, my pile number 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the Krewe. We have so much exclusive content on that Onyx key tier. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 2, my green Christmas tree ginger cupcake. I'm like struggling. Okay, let's see what your crush tells their friends about you, or what people say. I wanted to say their next move. That's not on here, but maybe we'll see if that's a conversation that needs to be happening in this pile. So I'll just get into it. For those of you that are new, I read as well as channel past, present, and incoming energy. I read a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. So let me see what's going on with this crush. Potential next move. I guess the whole thing here. Okay, so let me see. What is this green Christmas tree cupcake saying to their friends about my pile number 2? One more good shuffle. There we go. Give me an overview for what this person is saying about my pile 2, please. What is this person saying about my pile number 2? Ooh, looks like a maturing energy. So this is something they've said already, been saying, and I don't want to like leave the shadow, but just keep in mind if it slips in, this is something like, this may be someone that's like, I keep telling pile 2, and it could be something they feel like they keep saying to you, or it feels like this is something maybe the friends keep saying to them, or they keep saying to the friends. It's going to be different for all of you, so I don't know what is about to come out, but let's reveal. All dramatic and everything, right? Passion. Well, look at you. It's excitement. for better or for worse, right? Because passion, the frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting will to them fill us up. Okay, I was starting a channel and I was trying to read at the same time. Listen, this person's so excited. This is someone that, in the best sense of the pile, just doesn't shut up about you to the friends. Like, they're so excited, they're so passionate, the friends can see it. Even if this person isn't like the loud talkative type, certain things they say or do, like, it reminds people, like the friends, of you. Like, they're like, if the friends know you, they're like, no, that's definitely Pal 2. Like, we see essences of Pal 2 in this person now. Or maybe this person gets excited when you come around, so the friends have kind of like noticed. It's things like that. So very, very passionate. Now, we'll mention that shadow because it's true. You know who you're asking about. This isn't a mystery question, right? Where there's a lot of intense, fiery passion in the worst sense. Like, we keep telling you, I keep telling you, I keep telling Pal 2. Those are types of things. And it's like, well, if you keep getting upset, like if there's this intense energy between the two of you, what do you think that's like, what do you think that means, right? Like, it feels like the friends are almost like, you have to use your common sense, right? Because even here it says, beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight. Like, why do you think you're responding this way to Pal 2? Do you think that's compatibility thing? Like, what do you think is making you feel this intensely in the worst way? And obviously this also could be a crush that's like kind of trying to downplay how much they like you, in the best sense. Like, they're trying to downplay it a little bit, and the friends are like, well, why do you think you get so excited when Pal 2 comes around? You think that's just a coincidence? Like, why you think you're so happy today? I think that's so hilarious. Like, because it feels like a teasing sort of a vibe. Like, the friends are like, okay, so you just happy today for no reason? Come on. Like, we're not crazy. That's kind of the wave that hit the table. And discernment is here. Discernment is here. So yeah, the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. I'm not gonna lie, because I think it's funny. I feel like if this is a crush that is actively engaging you and they know you, right? Like, if if they have like acknowledged that, like if they made whatever move, if you're dating, whatever the thing is, initially this is someone that had trouble discerning their own interest in you. Like, this is someone that just like, oh no, Pal 2 is really nice, and the friends are like, knowing that this person is attracted to you before it hit them, right? Like, they didn't realize, or they don't quite realize, like, the way they talk about you, the way they look at you, the way they act when you're around. Like, the friends are like, you sure? Why are you so passionate then when Pal 2 comes around? You know, like, I love reading this energy because it's hilarious to me. But like, the friends are like, are you sure you just think this is a nice person? Because I've seen Pal 2, they look good. Okay, like, that's kind of like you're lacking in discernment for your own passion, seems to be conversation, right? Like, not knowing what to do. And obviously, in the worst sense, it would be someone that's like, listen, I think I'm blinded by passion and I lack discernment when it comes to this person. Like, I don't think I'm seeing this person clearly, in the worst way, because I'm so passionate, and just as angry as they make me feel good at the sometimes too. So like I said, that's the polarity right here. So let me pull more cards. And those are some deep, long conversations with the friends. We did get the maturing energy of passion. Like, I feel like these friends and this person have heated conversations, heated debates on certain topics, specifically when it comes to like love and romance and pursuing people, especially when like you come up, because it's like, you don't know what you're talking about. How don't you can't even interpret your own feelings. Like, chaos, chaos, chaos. So tell me more about my pal number 2, please. What is the conversation about my pal 2 and this crush with their friends, please? All right, I got two maturing. I'm telling you, it's maturing energy. That's what we've got here. And it is chaos. It's pure chaos because yeah, we've got let me hold these up together. They came out. The material harvest is the Nine of Pentacles and the disruption. We're gonna read the shadow. I mean, we are. But I'm not gonna let go of the light because the lighter side is like you're usually stable, you're usually grounded, like you're usually, because like that's the Nine of Pentacles, right? Nine of Pentacles is like somebody that's really got it together as an individual. They're single, they don't really need anybody because like they have everything they need beyond partnership, right? Like anything that some people would perceive as adding value to someone's life via partnership, this person already has it. So it's like you like, so in a lighter sense, the conversation is like, yeah, you know, I have been single, but I could see myself with somebody. And like the friends are like, you sure not POW 2? Because it feels like POW 2. Right? Like, so I don't know what this weird energy is with you and your crush, but like the crush seems to have issues discerning, at least early stages, their interest in you and why they like you so much. Right? So let me see. And then you know what? It's the key indicator for the friends, right? Like I know I'm being all weird about it because the energy is weird. Because it's like, how does this person know their own feelings? The friends are like, you know, you're usually really excited to just be to yourself and not be engaged with anybody, or to be single and just date around without having to commit. Like you're very confident by yourself. Why does it feel like POW 2 has disrupted that in you, right? Like it feels like you've been disrupted in the best way. Like you don't seem all excited to be to yourself anymore. What's that all about? Like it feels like the friends are kind of like prying to get it out of the person. Like, okay, I'm trying to help you have common sense, friend. You're not having it right now. That feels like the friend. So I think I'm glad this person has friends because it feels like a healthy group that kind of helps each other when they don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't have friends that help you when you don't make sense, that's not your friends. But these friends are trying, bless their heart. So the shadow feels like the conversation with the friends are basically like, you are losing sight of reality based on this passion. Like when you're high, when you're low, when it comes to this person, right? Like when, like regards to you, like if you know this is an intense thing, right? And usually it's my attachments, because when it's brand new, the only shadow of a brand new crush would be the friends are like looking like, I can spot the POW 2 type, whether it's true or not, a mile away. Like this is someone that's gonna disrupt your material harvest. This is someone that's gonna create a lot of chaos. This is someone that's attracted to you for the wrong reasons, right? Like that would be the shadow in the early stages. Obviously in the more mature stages, these are friends that are kind of having an intervention. Like I keep telling you, I keep telling you, I keep telling you, because it's chaos. It's disrupting your harvest. It's such chaos, because the disruption card is the Tower. It's such chaos that it's like you're not stable as an individual anymore. Like it's disrupting you financially. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be the shadow here. But like I said, lighter side, someone that's like disrupted their individuality and routine, and it's kind of like so like let's say you are dating on the lighter side, like you started seeing each other, the friends have noticed the shift from I to we, like, oh yeah, sure, I'll come, to, oh, we'll be there, right? Oh, okay, you're bringing POW 2, great. Okay, so what happened to that like really I me energy you used to have, versus now with POW 2 it's always POW 2 and you know what I'm saying? So like it's a cute little banter between the friends, and they're like, I think you're a little more invested than you realize with the POW 2. Let me get one more, take the bottom, and we'll pull some of those oracle cards to clarify what is this person, Spring Christmas Tree Cupcake, saying about my pile number 2. Look at that. We got the number 11, balance, which is the Justice card. Again, disrupting someone's individuality in the best way, like making someone kind of see how having partnership, right, this was partnerships, actually benefits them and contributes to their life, like seeing the benefits of being in a romantic connection. That's the conversations with the friends, and the friends kind of pointing out like the shift in this person over time as they engage you, or the shift in this person's energy just based on their interest in you. Okay, because Justice is legalities, it is partnerships, things like that. It's 7th house ruler, okay? Look at you. They seem to be having a conversation of like, you know, how to disrupted my singlehood for the best, or is disrupting my singlehood in the best way, right? Like, I love that. Looks good. So let me see. So the bottom, 8 of Swords, trapped in fear. Someone that may be having confusion in how to merge with someone else because they've not done it before, or it's been so long since they've done it, right? Again, now Pentacles is me, I got this, living my best life, just me. So, you know, come and go as I please, trying to figure out that balance of a connection, right? That's where the friends are. And I'm also getting that really early crush where the friends are like, okay, I get what you're saying. Okay, let's like, I have this one really loud, obnoxious friend in the best way that's like, okay, like hypothetically speaking, you're not interested in pile 2. Why do you get paralyzed in fear? Why do you run? Why do you get stiff? Why do you start acting different when pile 2 comes around? Like that, there's at least one person on my table, the disruptor, that's like literally calling this person out about their behavior and how it changes based on you. Okay, so that's what we've got on the table. All right, tell me more about pile number 2. What is this green Christmas tree? Ginger Cupcake telling their friends about pile number 2. You know, I was accidentally saying next move and all of that. So yeah, don't let your past hold you back. So if this is someone that gets like, because 8 of Swords and is holding yourself back from something you want, thinking that you can't do something that you actually can, right? That resistance. Self-imposed limitations, if that's something that is topic with friends, like, oh, I don't know why I just won't ask pile 2 for the number. I don't know why I get so nervous when I'm dealing with pile 2 and I don't like officially ask them on a date. I get nervous and I just change the topic. That's kind of topics, right? But they're telling their friends they're not going to keep doing the same thing. They're not going to let their past hold them back. Especially when it comes to being like really single and not knowing what to do with people romantically, and whatever weird energy or shy behavior I got, this person's had historically. All right, there we go. And some of you, the friends, are helping with that because they're like, you know, you're being that way for no reason, because we can tell pile 2 likes you back, or I can tell pile 2 likes you back. It seems like based on the way you interact with pile 2 and the way, from my perspective, like it's mutual. We got a new romantic cycle begins, that new moon in Libra, which is the ruler of that Justice card. They're saying they're going to go for the relationship. They're saying they're going to go for the exclusivity. They're going to go for the date and the realization of like, oh, I actually do like this pile 2, right? Where they didn't even know that. They hadn't made it there yet, right? So I like it. Don't let the past hold you back. New moon in Libra. Some of you, that may be this person's nodal axis. They may have North Node, South Node in Aries, Libra. I know that there is a current transit that shifts in January, where that's relevant timelines, okay? So tell me more. And that's for those of you real time. Don't worry about it if it's not. You're finding this after, okay? My green Christmas tree ginger cupcake. What are you saying about that pile 2? What are you saying about that pile 2 to your friends? That insecurity, fear, getting nervous. So like there's a side where this person feels lack and insecure. So they're like avoiding their feelings. They're like, if I pretend I don't like pile 2, then I don't have to get my feelings hurt if I get rejected. That seems to be the vibe. And then, because some of you, this person's like, I don't believe pile 2 would be interested in me. So they're just avoiding their feelings just to avoid any potential rejection. And the friends are aggressive and maybe calling them out, because I have here, not enough, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, which that 8 of Swords can be. It says ego and fear, like, oh, I'm not interested in pile 2, because if I act like I'm not, then I don't have to, you know, worry, right? And frustrations. And then we have death, which is the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform. What's dead is dead. Okay, I think here the friends are like, yeah, we have to dead that lack of confidence in you. Like that lack of confidence when it comes to pile 2, we have to let that go. We have to let that go. That shadow is pile 2 based on what we're seeing is not good enough for you. You need to let that go. When we're talking about the shadow, right? When we're talking about someone that's created, that they perceive as creating chaos, I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm saying that's the perception with the friends, or the perception is that you would do that on that shadow side where this person's been acting funny, or the friends have been acting funny. That's why. Now, again, lighter side is like, stop with the no confidence thing. That's not cute. You're definitely not gonna get pile 2 handling yourself like that. There's at least one really aggressive friend on the table. So let me see. I feel like I want to even this out and get like 2 more in the bottom before I move on to the other couple of decks. Hey, look at that. Sets of 2. Something about the number 2. It could be something with numerology. It could be a favorite number. It could be a birthday. Things like that. Okay. Let me see. Partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment. All of that I said is person kind of like this. The conversation is that this is usually the single friend. So the person you're asking about, like even if this person dates, I'm not saying this person just never engages anyone on a romantic level. I'm saying out of the friend group, they're the one that's usually single. Okay. Living in a moment, right? And typically a lot of the conversations this person's having is in the group setting. So like when they're all like having like, I guess, kickbacks, when they're partying, when they're meeting at each other's house, when they go to the bar, whatever it is, that's when all of these obnoxious conversations happen. These passionate debates, because these seems like the type of friends that have passionate debates about everything in the most hilarious way. And we have masks. What did I say? Hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight, personify. And like the friends are like, when pile 2 comes to the party, why are you always acting like you're disinterested? Sometimes, like, you know how when someone overreacts in a way that it's obvious. So like, let's say this person is relatively quiet, shy, whatever, right? They do 1 or 2 things when you come around. Okay, if this is a thing where you see the friends, they either start being real extra, even if they think they're doing it discreetly. The friends are like, why are you doing that? You never do that. Like, why? What do you mean you're the designated driver? You know you're not. You never the designated driver. You know what I mean? Like, start acting all responsible. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Or it would be, okay, start acting extra responsible, extra serious, like extra quiet, like extra, you're loud. You're usually screaming. So now you mature and you know how to be quiet inside. Like, that's the friends. And I think that's hilarious. Like, oh, let me just put on this mask and like act different because pile 2's around. And the hilarious part is, I don't even know that the person, some of you, the person's doing it intentionally that you're asking about. Others of you, that's just their like unnatural response to being interested in you. And they don't even realize that they do that until they get called out and embarrassed. So chaos. We've got the chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing codependencies. Chaser does feel like someone that's acting so different. Okay. Acting so different, but also chaser says like, go get pile 2, right? Like, go get pile 2, or the shadow side, stop running behind pile 2 because it's not good for you. Okay, so like, you know where you fall, but like, it's like, go, don't be scared, go get your person. You're interested in this you're interested enough to start acting different when they come around. Like, the friends are aggressive. Okay. And I think it's funny because I think everyone needs at least one person around to call you out on certain things, not just in a romantic sense. Someone to hold you accountable for yourself, you know? Feels like a friend that holds you accountable for yourself. For this person you're asking about, pile 2. So I like it. Tell me more about what this person is saying to the friends about my pile 2. The friends are like, go for it. Do whatever needs to be done in the best of worst ways, okay? And stop. The friends are definitely like, this is more the friends like saying, stop pretending you're not interested in pile 2. That's not going to benefit you. Like that. Like, there's at least one friend that's like, if you keep acting like you're not interested in pile 2, even though like you clearly are, like, that's not going to work. You're going to miss out. Okay. So let me see. Yeah, I've got 2 more decks in your advice. Okay. That's a lot. Okay, it's 3 cards. Why not? We got main attraction, someone can't keep their eyes off you. You are the leading star, the center of attention. Yeah, like this person literally, like you, like if this person has even only one friend that really knows them well, like this person, like if you see them in a social setting, this person watches you the whole time without realizing that the friends notice, right? Like everybody might not notice, but like the people that know this person, like, you know, they're like, oh, this green Christmas tree Cupcake doesn't real, like I see where they're looking. Like I can see them looking, you know what I'm saying? So like that's the energy. And it seems that this person and the friends, the conversation is kind of like you being a little bit of a main attraction. Like you attract a lot of attention, and again, there is a heavy shadow on the table that I didn't go into detail about, but for better for worse, you attract a lot of attention. You could be attracting some of that negative attention, right? Attention seeking, I heard in that word sense, but on the best sense, it's like, yeah, everybody wants to like say hello to Pal 2, everybody wants to talk to Pal 2, a lot of people are interested in Pal 2. They got, you know, we're at a party, we're outside, they look good, and everybody knows it, so like everybody wants a piece of Pal 2. We got love at first sight. The instant gravitational pull you two felt when first meeting lets you know that this is a soul connection. The thing about this is the friends seem to be like letting this person know, like we knew the moment we saw Pal 2 that that's where you were looking. So because that's exactly what you go for, that's exactly what you're interested in, because it's a playful thing, right? It seems like a really fun environment. We have partying, we have playfulness, but like the friends are like, yeah, it was love at first sight. I saw the way you looked at Pal 2. Stop acting like that. So why are you like wearing the mask and doing the thing, right? So playtime is essential for relationships. Have a little fun recapturing romance with your partner. They're like, stop being so serious. Stop trying to act and look all responsible. Go talk to Pal 2. Like you're doing too much over here trying to put on a show. Like go talk to Pal 2. That's the vibe. It feels like a loud social setting. And if it's not, like if you're like, no, I don't see the person I'm asking about a loud social setting, they're in a loud social setting with the friends. Because I referenced that, like when they talk about you, when they have conversations about dating and things like that, okay? At the bottom here, I have spiritual awakening. It says your partner is sensing that there's something profoundly important about the connection. I see the love at first sight. This person seems to have like a certain depth to them in the way that they're attracted to you. Okay, I heard the words in a way that could destroy them. Very dramatic, but it feels like a dramatic bunch. Let me get one more and your advice for my pile number 2, please. What is my final message that this person is telling their friends about my pile number 2? What else do we need to know when it comes to what this person is saying to their friends? Listen, that shadow is not a joke. I got free yourself here. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Yeah, okay. So shadow, just to get you out of the way. The friends are like, listen, life is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be with somebody you can enjoy, you can have fun with, you can go out and enjoy. Every time we go out and have fun, this person creates conflict. They disrupt the fun, they disrupt the vibe, they disrupt the experience, they're disrupting you and your stability. Like, it's supposed to be fun. Like, you should free yourself and go out and find, like, you should free yourself, go party, go play, come hang out with us, find somebody else. That's the shadow. Okay, lighter side is stop being scary. Like, there's at least one friend on the table that will literally call this person scary to their face. Stop being scary. So that's the topic of, like, free yourself of your own shackles. Go get chaser Pal 2, right? It's time to take back control of your life. Like, are you going to be controlled by fear? You know what I mean? Things like that. And then, like, you could be on a honeymoon with Pal 2 if you stop being scary. That's what the friends say. I like this. This was a very entertaining pile. Let me get your advice when it comes to this person. What do we need to tell Pal 2? How does Pal 2 need to move when it comes to this person? All right. You know, I feel like this pile and pile 1 was like night and day in the best way. So tell me I'm not saying that it can't be the same person if you pick more than one pile, but like if you did that, because some of you do that, it's a different friend or friend group. Like this person has more people. Like pile 1 was one different set of person, and pile 2 was totally different. We got Elixir of Life. Yeah, you know, Elixir of Life talks about having a certain interest in experiencing life. So one thing about you that I get, you may be also that needing discernment of when people are attracted to you, especially if you're the type that gets a lot of attention. It's hard for you to discern who's interested in you, how, in those types of settings, because it may be a little loud for you because you're getting so much attention. Look at you, love it. But like, be engaged in your surroundings, be fully present, right? Because Elixir of Life says that. But Elixir of Life also says to keep looking good, keep being good, keep being you in all of your essence, right? And then magical power. Yeah, you just be you. Be powerful in your presence, in the way you look, and the way you experience everything. The only thing you need to add to that is obviously being a little more present, being a little more open, because part of this person's possibly fear is like you may be the type that's just surrounded by a lot of chaos, right? You may be surrounded by chaos in the best way, right? Like everyone wants to say hello. Like let's say it's a party, everyone knows you. They're like, oh look, it's Pal 2. Let me go say hello to Pal 2. You got so many people wanting to say hello, especially if you don't step out much, that like this person's kind of getting lost in the sauce and like getting pushed to the back, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, keep wielding your magical power, your essence of being the main attraction, and be that elixir of life. So that is all I have for you today, my pile number 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join the crew. We do have some exclusive content on that Onyx key tier. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3. Hold on, let me get you situated. Apparently I had you just a little bit crooked. Let me tell you something. So, you know what? I'm gonna stay organized. I'll come back. So, let's see what your crush tells their friends about you, what people say. And you did choose the vanilla cupcake with the chocolate icing and the Christmas holly cupcake. So it could be something about ice cream. Like this person may like sweets, if you like, they may like sweets, okay? And that's your confirmation. Or if you do, that's something they brought up. Maybe they like to bring you snacks, things like that. For those of you that are new, I read as well as channel past, present, and incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Why am I hopping all over the place? Why was I struggling to get this going? I was already channeling energy for this person, and it feels really good. So I'm really excited for you and or this person. Like pile 3, this person feels like I'm up. Like I don't know what's going on, but like I was seeing cards. First of all, I got very descriptive of like a very specific scene, possibly memory of this person, like someone like drinking coffee or like at the coffee shop, like something about drinking coffee and having this conversation about like, listen, I just got promoted. Listen, I just got, like I just signed this major contract. Like I got this business deal. Like I just found like a new vendor for my business. Like I just found a key contributor for my business, like things like that. Whatever it is, it just feels like this person's like really celebrating something that, because I saw abundance, I saw prosperity. Yeah, prosperity is at the bottom here. Like this person's like, oh no, like I'm up. Things are going really well for me. And it seems to have them more excited about you. Okay, in a lighter sense. So we will lead with that and we will start pulling these cards. But this person seems to be telling the friends like, look, I'm really excited. I'm in a new era of life. I've been working for this. This is where we're at. So good for this person. Let's see what that means for you and this person's. So what is this Christmas holly cupcake telling their friends about my pile number 3, please? Give me an overview for what this person's telling their friends Emergence. Hey, listen, it says the frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from the place. This person's like, I'm going in. They're really excited. They're like, I've reached, I feel like, so whatever this victory was, right? Because I even saw the victory card at one point as I was cleansing your decks. This person's feeling like high and confident right now, at the point of you getting this reading, or in the near future, because I do read past, present, and coming, right? Whatever move they about to make, excitement from the high, from the rush of whatever victory, success they're feeling, experiencing. Because we've got this emergence card, right? And this person's like, listen, I'm going in. They're probably like sugar rush, like caffeine high. They mention a coffee. They're like, no, I got the coffee. Like, I'm going in. Let me go talk to Pal 3. Like, that's funny. Or let me call Pal 3 and tell him how I feel. We got healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. So what I like is, this is someone that's really feeling confident. Like, they're feeling like high. So something about this person, right? Whatever burst of energy, whatever success, I mean, they definitely reached some sort of a career business milestone, because it is some type of financial implications. Because this is someone that's like, I'm going to be looking good. I'm going to be feeling better. Like, this feels like someone that, like, even if like you see them at the grocery store, it doesn't even matter. Like, this person's like, no, I'm going to start like eating healthier. I'm going to work on my fitness. I'm going to make sure I look my best and all of the things next time I see Pal 3, or make sure that Pal 3 sees me continuously leveling up. So this feels like someone that's liked you for a while, whether you realize or not. Okay. This feels like someone that's like, okay, I see Pal 3 all the time. We talk all the time, but I want them to see me as somebody worth being with, right? With the emergence and the healing, right? And restoring of a health, right? Especially if somebody like had health issues or something like that. They're like, no, I want Pal 3 to see me as healthy, as in shape, as like doing good. That's what I'm seeing. Like, this actually feels like the type of person that would be like, oh yeah, you know, let me go to the gym or something like that. Like, wanting you to see them like doing things that are healthy. Like, this is someone, like, if you do see them like at the grocery store, they're like, oh, let me make sure that when I pass Pal 3, they see all the healthy food in my basket, things like that. Okay, all right, let me see. I think it's funny that the extra stuff that people show up on my table doing when they're interested. It's cute and hilarious at the same time. Tell me, what is this Christmas holly cupcake telling their friends about my pile number 3? Okay, I've got 2. Fulfillment of wishes. This and that. Oh, that's so sweet. This person really do. They kind of see you like as the person of their dreams, which is making sense. Like, it's someone that's like, listen, I am up. I am doing well. This is the perfect time for me to like shoot my shot at Pal 3 or progress things further with Pal 3. Because I feel like I'm like the version of myself that would be with somebody like that. Like, this person thinks very, very highly of you, right? Like, this person feels like, okay, this is the type of person I feel like Pal 3 would want to be with long term. So I need to make sure that that's me, right? And like, this person's feeling like that's them in whatever era they're stepping in. So good for them. I'm glad they're confident and feeling good. So we've got number 2, intuition, high priestess. Okay. It's like a genie, like a wish fulfillment. Like, this person kind of sees you like a genie, like a wish fulfillment kind of a vibe. Okay, and it feels like it's given like dream partner, right? Like, the dream person is given like, this is my crush that I've been having for some time energy. Okay, so let me see. Definitely, this crush is a secret admirer of yours, whether you know they're interested in you or not. Like, if you're just trying to feel, this is someone that's secretly admiring you. Look, the victory card came out. I told you I saw it when I was shuffling. Okay, purple could be a relevant color with that emergence, but we've got the Six of Wands, which is victory and success. This person's like, yes, I'm feeling successful. I'm feeling like I'm on top. I feel like I've got, you know, what I've wished for, what I've hoped for. And even in describing you, that's kind of the conversation with friends. Like I'm telling you, like I'm wishing for, I'm hoping for the power 3, and I know it in my heart that like I'm gonna be successful at like getting this person's attention. Because I'm telling you, this is like, so far of all of my powers, this is most likely the purest crush. I know I had another pile that felt pure crush, which is great, but this one is like, no, this is someone that feels like they've been pining for you, whether you realize it or not. Okay, so let me see, like they see being with you as some sort of accomplishment. We've got solitude, which is the hermit. Now we do have an axis on the table with these two cards, because intuition is Pisces energy. Solitude, the hermit, is Virgo energy, so that's that Virgo Pisces axis. The nodes will be shifting into both of those signs in 2025, so this could be incoming energy, what we're talking about. But it just feels like let's see, if it, you know what, it feels like you're the type of this person you're asking about, they perceive you as, I don't want to say hard to get. They like, you don't seem like you're easily interested in anyone, like on a romantic level. Like, so they do see it as some type of accomplishment if they can get your attention, because you just don't seem as invested in any and everybody, if that makes sense. That seems to be this person's perspective. Let me see. I do have the answers you need are coming. Tell me more about pile number 3, please. What is this Christmas holly cupcake telling their friends about my pile number 3? This is actually, I'm not gonna lie, on my table, this is someone that actually would be single until they feel comfortable and confident getting your attention. Like they literally wouldn't date anyone. Like, and that seems to be kind of, I don't want to say it's a topic with the friends, but the friends are like, so you're just gonna be single? Like, you don't have to be single, but like that's just something you're gonna do by choice because you have a specific person that you've been wanting for months or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that seemed to be conversation with the friends. Pile number 3, my Christmas holly. What's the card telling my friends about my Christmas holly, please? Incoming energy of nothing will come of the situation, void of course move. Some of you, like this person might have some mean friends. That's why they're feeling confident now, because like some of you, this person has like a person that's like, it doesn't matter, pile 3 is not going to be interested in you. I don't know why they would tell them that. I don't know if it's true or not, because I don't know who you're asking about. Because like I tell the other piles, this isn't an anonymous question. This isn't a mystery question like a secret admirer would be. This is a very clear person you're asking about. But like, there's someone telling this person like, pile 3 would never deal with you. Pile 3 would not be interested in you. And that's probably why they're like, let me make sure I get my money up. Let me make sure I look my best. Because the person's probably like making them feel inferior in some way. So they just don't feel like you would be interested in them. Well, that's not nice. Let me see. Adjustment. Yeah, like you need, you know, adjustments. Like they're telling this person like you need to step it up if you're gonna want pile 3. It may be true. I don't know who this is, but there's somebody that's really harsh. Like, I mean, I guess it's tough love, but they're like, if you want somebody like pile 3, it's gonna have to be some changes, because that's not like, people like pile 3 don't want just anybody, right? So that seems to be this person's energy. The personal issue reaches resolution with the full moon in Cancer. We actually do have that will be in Cancer's Capricorn season. Look at me, excuse me messing up. This, and then there we go. Yeah, so it's because whatever issue this person has, right? And you know what? That's the Capricorn Cancer axis is home, family, career, and things like that. So whatever this person may feel like they're lacking in whatever area, they're like, no, let me make the adjustments so that I feel like I'm able to take care of it. Okay. So I don't know what that is. So let me keep pulling cards because I didn't expect this mean friend, this mean person they're talking to step on a table like that. Who is that? My pile 3. What is your crush telling their friends about my pile number 3? Some of you, this person, some friend, someone confirmed, like if you're single, this person had been trying to figure that out for quite some time. That's part of the delay. And like in them, like somebody somewhere let them know like, oh yeah, no, pile 3 is definitely single. So now they feel really confident in that. They feel really good about that. We have separation. And I was already thinking that with that intuition, because it's like hidden energy. Like you don't know, it's the unseen, right? And with the Hermit being kind of like someone that's to themselves, it's kind of somebody that you don't see often or that you lost track of. It feels like someone that feels like they lost track of you. So I don't know, some of this excitement may be them seeing you again or like stumbling upon you. I don't really know the backstory because it's a general message, but something about a separation, right? It says sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. Some of you at one point, this person may have had uncertainty regarding their future, and that was why everything that I got at the beginning of the channel was so exciting. So let me see. Tell me more. So stimulated with that coffee, right? Tell me more about my pile number 3, please. Self-indulgence, letter S could be relevant, self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, or self-appreciation. So something about some shadow work, like, so you know, this person's telling their friends, like, I've been working on myself. Like, I know that pile 3 wouldn't have been interested in me originally, but I know they're going to be interested in this new version of me because I'm doing good professionally, like I'm taking care of my health. We got healing on here 2 times. The inner work, right? We do have the axis of like taking care of yourself and being a stable person, because Virgo Pisces axis is 6th, 12th house axis. People treat it like it's not very exciting, especially the 6th house. People that study astrology kind of overlook it a lot, but that's how you live day to day, right? Like house 6, that Virgo energy is how you it's your schedule, it's your routine, it's the work you do, it's the things that the tedious things you do that build you up to the point of success, right? It keeps you structured, it keeps you organized, it keeps you healthy, it keeps you alive, right? Like it's your health, it's your wellness of your physical body, right? Pisces, 12th house, that's your mental health, right? It's your shadow work, your ability to self-reflect, your ability to connect with those aspects of yourself you may be unfamiliar with, right? Where you're self-sabotaging and don't realize it. So that's the thing, the ability to deep dive into your psychology versus your health and wellness on a physical sense. So this person's like, yeah, no, I know I had been messing up in all of those areas, and now I'm stabilizing in that, right? And I've been taking care of myself and things like that. So I feel like I'm a person now that pile 3 would actually be interested in. So look at that. Oh, look at me dropping. Okay, letter S is definitely thing. Seduction is here. Attraction, teasing, hooking up, date, third party temptation. Some of you, this person feels like they had competition, have competition when it comes to you. And that's part of the concern, is measuring up to, I guess, because we do have third parties. So where that's a thing, third party doesn't mean like someone's in a relationship and trying to cheat. It just means like, if you're single and dating, maybe you have another option, and this person doesn't want to get lost as you're dating. Because it's like, if you're looking for a relationship, right, you know, this person's kind of wanting you to see like, I may be a better option than such and such, whoever, how. Like that's also a topic with the friends. Now this person, I think it's hilarious because there is a bit of an energy of like this person, quote unquote, thinking like, okay, I need to figure out how I'm going to seduce pile 3 into dating me. Like, how am I going to get their attention and make them interested in me? That's what's on my table. So I want one more in the bottom from this deck, and I do have 2 more before I get your advice Let's give me more conversations with the friends. This person's having conversations about how they're gonna flirt, how they want to flirt, asking how to flirt. We have unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection, return. This is someone trying to fill you out, see how interested in them you are, if you're open and receptive to them, because that's the next, like, this person seems to be like, let me feel pile 3 out and see if they're interested in me. And if they give me any signs of any interest, I'm going in, right? Like, that's how this person's perceiving you. We got sunglasses, lots of S's here. Watching and looking, perception and stalking. This is my secret admirer pile. Like, it's definitely someone that is sneaky and observing you in some way. And, you know, maybe this person wears sunglasses. That may be a key indicator. But, like, they're observing you because they're trying to kind of, I don't want to say mold themselves into a version of themselves that they think you would be interested in, but kind of are at the same time, right? Especially since we have, seems like a little bit of competition here where this person seems to want to outdo any options you have. And then there's also someone here that's like, okay, you're not built for pile 3's type. Like, pile 3 is not looking to deal with people like you because look at how you carry yourself. You're not organized. You're not where you need to be career. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there seems to be certain perceived limitations. I'm not saying they do or don't have those, but there's definitely at least one person that's like, you need to slow down if you think you're just going to go talk to pile 3 or just pursue pile 3 when you're not together. Does that make sense? That's the topic. Like, this is, it's almost feel like someone having to, like, listen, if you want pile 3 and you're serious, get it together. So tell me more. I didn't expect it. You know, everybody, you know, all the piles are so unique today. Y'all are in the holiday spirit. Y'all are bringing me new crushes, different personality types. That's why the energy at the beginning of this pile was, like, very stimulated. Like, this person probably, when they realized they were, like, leveling up, they got their cup, they woke up first thing that morning, got the cup of coffee, probably ran to the person that told them, like, you're not good enough, like, look at me. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, very boastful, like, I thought I wasn't good enough. You know, I've been working on all of my things, like, I just leveled up. Like, who's not pile 3's type? Like, that's kind of like this person's, like, really excited to throw it in somebody's face that they feel like they have a chance in some way. Okay? Freedom. When we can be our truest selves, we are then able to freely love. I think, you know what? And I don't always, and sometimes, I think one time I got like 3-4 cards from this movie and I couldn't remember. I had like a brain fart. I think this is Love Jones. And the plot of that is like a years long journey. Like, that was people that, like, I mean, I don't know how I feel about the plot and I won't project it into the reading, but this is like a years long evolution of a connection. Like, these are people that dated, I think left town, came back, ended up together some years later. So that could be a thing. But, like, the only reason why I bring it up and my attention is called to it is because I'm telling you, this is someone that feels like they've pined after you for a little bit. Like, at least a couple of months. Like, this is someone that watched you, observed you, probably gonna pop up in the secret admirer readings when you watch those, like, really pining for you, looking for you, you know, having their eyes open, like, for you to walk into a room. Like, that's this person. Okay? But something about this person is like, they're feeling so free right now. Like, they're feeling free, open, and like they have a chance. So I don't know what you did. I don't know what's going on, but I'm happy for this person and I'm happy for you because, you know, if this person's really invested in you like that to where they're like, let me get my life together and, like, genuinely do it, right? Like, people say that all the time, and I always warn you guys against shadows of people that do that, which there's a subset of that here, and it's not the dominant energy. You don't want somebody that's like, oh, let me change myself for this person where it doesn't benefit them, right? Like, this feels like a person that is able to grow and evolve and put themselves in a better position to successfully manage a connection with you, because these are things that they knew they kind of needed to do anyway, goals that they already had, right? Like, this is someone that was already actively working on some of those things. feels like a younger group, if that makes sense. Or maybe this person's younger or something like that. Like they weren't quite there, and now they're kind of hitting those milestones. Like, okay, boom, I got my like first real serious promotion, right? Or I finally reached this level, right? Executive level. I finally, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, boom, my business is actually starting to be lucrative. I'm making money now, right? I'm able to hire some more people and expand, right? That's what I'm getting here. So goals they already had, structures they were already needing to maintain regardless of you. Now, when we talk about that small subset of you where there might be a little bit of a shadow, it feels like someone that is usually free, liking to just live their life, and they're trying to appear to be something that maybe they're not, right? Like, because they want to impress you. And it's not that they're lying, they may just be embellishing a little bit, okay? And embellishments are not sustainable because it's not real, right? So be mindful of that slight shadow where you know that's a thing. But like, for the most part, this is someone that's like, no, you tried to tell me, to the friend, whoever, that I wasn't good enough for Pile 3, or that you didn't think people like Pile 3 would engage me romantically. Well, look at me now. I'm leveling up. I look good. I'm doing good. I'm stable. I'm doing better than you, actually. So I don't know who this is, okay? I really don't. But I'm gonna pull one more from this deck, take the bottom, and I'll close it out with that last deck. Tell me more. What's the conversation? We got sweet songs. Soulmates often use music and songs as telepathic aid in order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. This person's like so happy they like be singing. It's like, let me sing, because they're so happy, and just like listening to music and thinking of you and things like that. But I don't know, like, it feels like maybe there's music where this person's talking to the friends, because I'm a little confused by that combination. Let me see what's at the bottom. Getting to know each other, enjoy discovering new commonalities, goals, and dreams as you get to learn more about each other. Okay, so like, this person's probably trying to figure out like what kind of date they're gonna ask you on, since it does feel like early stage like that. They're asking for advice. They're like, okay, how do I get to know Pile 3 better? Do I take them to a concert, a jazz bar? Like, what you think the vibe should be with Pile 3? Okay, but the more dominant conversation with this person is, I'm leveling up, I'm doing all of these things because I know that's what Pile 3 would require, and also throwing it in someone's face. Like, if you are engaged, I mean, you're referring to this person as someone you're interested in based on, by nature of this reading. So if you're not, then just leave it where it is. You're just being nosy, I guess. This person seems like really excited to throw it in somebody's face. Like, hey, yeah, so Pile 3 absolutely is giving me the time of day. I'm excited, and all of the reasons you told me Pile 3 wouldn't be interested in me, I've already fixed that. So take that. Like, that seems, it feels like a little bit of a revenge glow up with this person. So let me see. Tell me my final message for my Pile number 3. What's this person telling their friends about Pile 3, please? Love language. Okay, yeah, that's super sensual vibe. This person telling their friends like you and them are connecting in the most like sensual way, in the most like, I heard the word cooperative. That's not the word, but maybe they use that word. But like, they're basically like, listen, we are compatible in ways you probably didn't think we would be. Like, you tried to say this person would be interested in me, but look how compatible we are. So, we got flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. They're telling like in detail how they flirt or plan to flirt, things like that, and may even be asking for like advice on flirting with you. Like, what, like basically like asking the friends like, okay, like what do you think Pile 3 will receive well? Like, how do you think they will handle it if I flirted like this? It feels very youthful, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like a very youthful energy. So let me get one more. I'll take the bottom. They're telling their friends they're gonna like get married. They're like, we're gonna start with flirting and it's gonna end in marriage. I'm telling you, that's the thing. It's very excessive and over the top. But again, this is a reminder, this is someone that's been pining after you. Okay, for better for worse. Because like I said, the slight shadow with somebody just really doing the absolute most in a way that they cannot sustain. In the lightest sense of someone that's like, oh no, like I'm already like working on all of these things. This is exactly like pile 3 is the partner I want. Like I already had goals, I already had dreams, I already had ambitions. These are things that I wanted to be in this life. And pile 3 is 100% the partner I envisioned when I hit those goals. That's the vibe, right? And maybe like someone's like trying to like tell this person like you're not even there yet. What are you talking about? But that's how they're feeling. Okay. So I like it. I think it's I like how inspired and motivated this person is. Yeah, we got new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. It feels very fresh, very, very youthful, very flirtatious, very new. Okay. I'm about to get this mean aggressive deck. I know I'm said I was gonna close it out, but because this pile was not what I expected, let me pull from this because this is the what's it called? The I don't care deck. If I'm ever going to use this deck, I think I need to use it in this pile because I mean it feels revenge glow up because somebody here was like, listen, it's not going to happen for you, not with pile 3. I dropped one of cards and look, it says take care of yourself, and the one I dropped is imagine. So let me get a card or two before I get your advice from this deck to see what's going on. What's going on with this mean friend that's telling this person that pile 3 wouldn't be interested? Because I mean, that's kind of a block to you if you are interested in this person. Because who is this random friend, whoever, to tell your perspective, like your perspective, right? Like, who is this person to say what you would or wouldn't be interested in? I mean, they may be right. This person took them to be right and got themselves together, but like, who are you to speak for pile 3, right? Who is like, tell me more about what this person's telling. Inhale, exhale. Okay. Let me get 2 more. Maturing energy. You have rights. Okay, 1 more. Let's go out of our comfort zone. Oh, yeah, no, okay, so what happens is, okay, so this person's not as mean. We have stop worrying at the bottom. This person's not as mean as they seem. They're very aggressive. One of this person's, I guess, limitations, like the person you're asking about, they need people to be mean to them to get them to do what they need to do. So I don't know how that long term with them and their goals, right? Like they need rejection. They need to feel like they have ops, right? Because inhale, exhale talks about grounding. You have rights talks about standing up for yourself. And then let's go out of our comfort zone. It feels like someone that's too comfortable, right? And it feels like somebody that needed to, like, I need to let you know, you are too comfortable. Like pile 3 is not someone you can get too comfortable with, right? Like you're not like, you know what I'm saying? Like that feels what it is. It's like, okay, let me make sure you know, like if you want pile 3, then get up and go fight for pile 3. Don't just sit there and be all passive and weird. That's the vibe. So let me get your advice and close you out. So I'm glad we cleared it up. That person's not necessarily being mean. They're just being honest. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think pile 3 is going to go for anything less than what pile 3 already is themselves? That's the vibe. Got it. Give me my advice for my pile number 3, since you are so amazing that people are telling other people they're not good enough. Like, people are like humbling their friends over you. Look at you. They're like, let me humble this person if they think pile 3 they can just walk up to. Yeah, trust your intuition. Okay, trust your intuition. Let your intuition lead you. You actually have intuition 2 times. So let me, yeah, intuition. So your intuition is spot on with a lot of things, and you need to trust it. You need to allow it to lead you, okay? Especially when it comes to this person, okay? So at the bottom, we've got divine guidance. Ooh, trust the divine guidance and the intuition. So heed this message and the other messages you get that resonate, that make sense for you and this person. Trust your intuition and the divine guidance regarding this person. So I didn't touch on that heavy shadow because it was light. It wasn't enough of you where it's the thing. But if this person feels like they're overextending, trust that they're overextending, because that's not going to work long term. They may grow to resent you for not being able to maintain a connection with you at the way that they want to because of your expectations, because they're overextending. And then trust your intuition and the divine guidance if you feel like this person is pretending to be somebody that they're not to impress you, just like that. But again, if you're feeling comfortable and confident that this is someone that's growing and evolving with you, then go for it. Live your life, okay? I support it, okay? So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the crew. We have some exclusive content on the Onyx key tier. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4. Let's see what your crush tells their friends about you and what people say where it's applicable. I haven't been getting that, but we'll see if we get it in this pile. So for those of you that are new, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in a lesson in the journey. And I'm most intrigued by this cupcake because it's very it's like a winter wonderland thing, right? It's a tree, so it's the second tree on here. It's got a gold star, but it's like a silver bar. It's like a spiral, right? So it's very modern, very metal. Honestly, it's very formal, right? So that's kind of the vibe of the cupcake. And it is a vanilla cupcake. It's, like I said, it's like a white Christmas tree, silver vibe. So let me see what's going on with this person. And let me see what they're telling their friends about you. So we can go into this. Tell me, what is this winter wonderland cupcake telling their friends about my pile number 4, please? I heard the word planner. Tell me what this winter wonderland cupcake is telling their friends about my pile number 4, please. All right. Slipped right underneath, like it slipped underneath the deck. So something like it might have been slipped through your fingers, or just slipped underneath, slipped in. Somebody might have just slipped in somewhere, right? Like be trying to hide. I don't really know, because like the way that card fell, just I'm not used to it doing that. Slipped in, right? Maybe slipped in. You got number 33, the miracle card. So the frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. And you know, this person's describing you as a miracle. Like, I don't know if it's the meeting that was miraculous, or just the way the connection makes them feel, or if it's just some type of experience you have with this person. It just feels miraculous, okay? Some of you, they're telling their friends like it would be a miracle to be with you. It would be like something surrounding that energy, okay? So what is at the bottom? We've got compassion. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart into the world. Something about you, this person feels like it's a miracle how compassionate you are. Like, this person doesn't seem like the type of person that's used to being treated well. Like, they're not used to being considered. So something about the way you consider them, or they feel like you would be considerate of them, feels very miraculous to this person. They feel like someone that would be that's just very grateful for every time somebody is kind to them. That's so sweet. Like, I don't know, like that's the way they're describing you though. Like they just seem very grateful that not only are if you're interested in, like, if you've expressed interest, like if they feel confident that you're interested in them, they feel grateful in how kind you are to them and things like that. So that's not what I was expecting at all, but in a good way, So tell me more about this pile 4, please. What is this winter wonderland cupcake saying about my pile number 4? Now watch it, because the shadow could be the opposite. Like, we have a really kind heart on one side, and then we have a really selfish person on the other. Like, some of you, like, this person may be saying some negative stuff. Like, they may be like, you know what? If pile 4 can find some compassion in their heart, that would be a miracle. So if you know who you're asking about, okay? Because I did get a wave of that. Now, it's not the dominant energy, but it definitely was there. Definitely was there. So tell me more. What's this person telling their friends about my pile number 4, please? And it keeps slipping underneath, right? Got the emotional withdrawal. Hey, I see here. That's actually so sweet. So listen, this is not a person that really expresses a lot of emotion. And I would, if you chose that cupcake with that personality type in mind, or if that's, because it could be polarity, right? If that's your personality type, this person's saying how it's a miracle that they feel like you're able to connect with them in a lighter sense. Like, no, like they feel like initially there was like a guard up, you were withdrawn, you weren't very open, but like something about the way you're connecting with them now feels miraculous. Okay, if that's your personality. If it's them, the friends are noticing like you've opened up, like you're a lot more vulnerable and things like that, even with us. So look at you. That's the topic. Okay, so tell me more. Feels like someone with a lot of trauma. So these two right here are going to be right in your face, like something about right in the face, right in their face when it comes to the topic. Power. So number 8, that's the strength card. Yeah, this person feels like they feel strong, they feel confident, they feel vulnerable, and things like that. So let me see. We got the 6 of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity. Something about giving, something about gift giving, something about sharing, something about compassion. This feels like the type of person that subscribes you, or something about like I could even associate this with like community work, charity work, like that feels the vibe of this. So that could be the settings, that could just be the topics, but like this person just feels like you're so compassionate, and I don't know, like that's just the thing. Compassionate, whether they're shocked to see that vulnerability in you, or if they're just excited that you're like that and helping them open up more. Okay, because that power strength card is actually a card of patience. We got the 8 of Pentacles here. 8s are a relevant number. They are, just because you got 3 on my table. So there we go, slide that in. But it says positive movement forward, right? Like this person feels like you inspire them to go on. So that's the topics that they're having with whoever. Okay, and like being just really productive and things just working without it being too hard, just being naturally compatible. Like that's the topic. So let me keep pulling cards. I'm not gonna slow down. I'll keep going. Tell me more about what this person's telling their friends about my pile number 4. If you are emotionally withdrawn, this person's like discussing that, and they're talking about their patience in that and trying to see if it's gonna work beyond that. Like it doesn't feel like someone is necessarily like giving up hope and moving on. It just feels like, you know, trying to give it time, you know, sharing and giving with you enough to where you feel comfortable to reciprocate it, if that makes sense, or vice versa. Tell me more about my pile. What's the crush telling your friends about my pile 4, please? What is the crush telling their friends about my pile 4? Please. Okay. I got the full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Some of you, this person's asking for advice on how to get you to open up. Like if you know that you're closed off like that, they're like, how do I get pile 4 to open up? What's the practical approach to do that? Be bold to make the first move. How do I engage them in a way that makes them comfortable enough to be vulnerable with me? Like what's the best approach? Like what's the best plan, course of action in making the move with pile 4? Because some of you, this person feels like a little bit of that miraculous energy. Like it would take a lot to get this person's attention. So if we're talking, I know I'm all over the place. It's a lot of different energies that hit me. If this person is a pure crush, like they may be like, you know what? It may take a little bit of a miracle for pile 4. Okay, like what's the best course of action to make this move on pile 4, please? Like I need help on doing that. Like how do I like engage them in a way that's gonna make them like interact with me without them withdrawing, right? Like that's the topic. I want to pull several from this deck because I need more. I need more clarity because there's a little bit of confusion on the table and I'm not quite sure what it is. Like I'm having trouble cutting through whatever that confusion is because it's not clear. Because we have a back turn. Why is the back turn? Like I'm noticing. Grounding, stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. Well, that's that practical energy. It really is. So tell me more about my pile 4, please. Healthy choices, self-love, self-care, being happier, love, and life. All right. Here's that insecurity, not enough, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego and fear, frustrations. I do get an energy. That is the confusion, that self-sabotaging energy on the table. Like either this person feels like they're trying to power through your self-sabotaging tendencies, or they feel like they're self-sabotaging and they're trying to figure out how to stop or like what they can do to get out of that. Like, I don't know, it feels like trauma. We have old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. It feels like some kind of regret on my table. Okay. What's this? Coffin. Yeah. New beginnings, liberation, reborn, transition, tragic endings. This is someone that's telling their friends like that you either left them alone or that they feel like you're going to leave them alone. Right? And it could be someone like not wanting to go through the trouble of all of the emotional unavailability, because we do have that on the table, like someone that constantly is giving to someone, because the 6 of Pentacles is like Prince Pauper energy. It's someone that's giving to someone with lack. If you're constantly the giver, if you're constantly the overextender, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like this person may be worried that if you're overextending, because miraculous energy is someone like, you know, making the impossible happen. Like if this person feels like you're a miracle to them, they may be worried that you're going to be tired of overextending and trying to figure out a way to ground and be more stable and healthy. Especially, I do see a little bit of mental health here, right? Being in your head. And if this person's been overextending with you, it's like, okay, you know, I'm kind of tired of being a miracle. Like I'm tired of, you know, giving and not receiving, right? Like that seems to be a thing, the conversation of whether or not to end the situation, right? And being bold enough to like clearly and be direct about it. When we talk about someone needing to ground and being more practical, because I could see, okay, I even can see, fine, okay, so those of you that are attachments where you're a shadow when you have attachment, I could see somebody that's not as stable financially, someone that is always being given and not like the other one never receiving, right, with this energy. So wanting to possibly like sever a connection because it's like you're not stable enough and I'm tired of overextending. You need to make healthier choices. What you're doing is not enough. Like I can see that where you're a little further along the connection. Like I always pay. I don't know what your dynamics or expectations are in your connections, but I see that. Okay, I do see that where someone's feeling like they're overextending. Okay, so let me pull more. That's what that was. I was wondering, I was like, what is that slightly solemn energy? Someone tired of overextending or feeling like someone's going to be tired of overextending. And a slight paranoid edge to someone like, okay, yo, no, this person's going to be tired of supporting me because I'm not enough, right? The insecurity. So tell me, pile 4, please. What's the curse telling the friends? Yeah. This is my shadow pile. Why are you doing that? Let me see. We got the nurturing energy of forgive and heal. As you forgive and heal, your love life becomes brighter and healthier. And then we got breakup. Time apart is on the horizon. This may be short term or long term. Like someone talking to the friends, like maybe we should just leave it. Maybe I should leave it alone. Maybe we should break up before the resentment continues to build. Especially when we're talking about like traditional, a relationship with like traditional rules. Because the old school, it does say outdated thinking. So this could be someone that's like, we're talking about attachments, right? Like someone expecting someone to bear the financial burden just because of traditional gender roles, and someone feeling like they're overextending or being used as a result. because the other's not contributing in the same level because of, you know, like they be like men pay, right? Like that could be the thing. We got third party. There's something or someone that's affecting your relationship. Time to address it. It could be that financial thing. It could be that elephant in the room. It could be true infidelity thing. Okay, now some of you, this person's talking to their friends about like what should they do in terms of a third party. Like if there is a third party, they're like, it would have to be a miracle for Power 4 to let that go, or it would have to be a miracle for me to be able to step away from this to deal with Power 4, something like that. Like what we're talking about third parties, because there seems to be some type of situation on the table, some type of external factor. Okay, I'll pull more from this deck because I want to see what's going on, because this is my pile of having all kinds of chaos. What is that? Very soon, be clear about what you want, because within the blink of an eye it will be yours. Family and friends. The support of family and friends may help strengthen this connection. Yeah, that if there has been any type of third-party situations, that's the topic. Anything dealing with your family and friends, that's the topic. If you're going to see family and friends soon, it is that time of year, that's the topic. But there's something about forgiving and healing and breaking up and moving past something regarding a third party. Okay? And the third party could just be someone's past and not being able to move beyond it and being stuck in the past. Old school feels like someone that is stuck in the past. Whether in this connection, like can't fully step into this connection because you're still like dealing with things from then. If that makes sense. Tell me more. I'm going to pull from Melanin Pop because I'm not going to lie. I feel like this is confusing. This is confusing. Tell me. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, okay. So we got breakup, incoming energy of separation, and an incoming energy of unrequited love. Somebody's feeling used and like not wanting to proceed with the connection. And that's my dominant energy, okay? Because like, depending on who you're asking about, it's like leaving it alone. Some of you, this person's suspecting a third party, whether or not that's true, like, or maybe they heard from family, friends, like they're like, you know what, like, Power 4 is already dealing with somebody else anyway, right? Like, I think Power 4 is dealing with somebody else, so might as well leave it alone. It's unrequited, especially we're talking pure crush. If this is like the perfect example, because I know I got so much baggage of somebody like overextending in an actual relationship. If this is a crush, this feels like a crush that has expressed interest in you. It feels like someone that has actively expressed interest in you in some way, possibly through friends, possibly through family, some kind of way, even like if it's been clear to other people. And they don't feel like it's been reciprocated. So now it feels like either they've overextended or they're begging, and it doesn't seem like this person is willing to do that. Like if they made a move and it wasn't a thing, like it wasn't received, they've kind of decided to let it go. Because we got coffin, we got breakup, especially if they feel like you might be dealing with somebody else, right? Because breakup, unrequited, separation, coffin. And watch the family, friends, because some of you, maybe the family and friends are kind of like making sure this person knows that there's a third party. You never know. We do have worth waiting for. Now the light essence is possibly someone willing to be receptive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if they're talking, they're like, yeah, no, like if I'm still single, I'd be cool with Power 4, but I've already did all I can do. If Power 4 is interested in me, they have to let me know now. Because like at this point, I'm waiting, if that makes sense. Which is why they're kind of like leaving it alone. Okay? And some of you, this person may be realizing too late, like, oh, that's what, like, I had Power 4 overextending. Like, if you were the one that were overextending, this person realizes, like, oh, I had Power 4 overextending. And now they're kind of, like, moving on or preparing to move on. How do I put in the work? How do I put in the effort? Because Eight of Pentacles is work, effort. Dreams need a practical plan. At work, effort. Be bold and make the first move is initiating and giving for one. So like it's someone trying to make sure that they recover and don't lose someone they're interested in, or lose the interest of someone that they could see a future with. And that's the vibe. I was having trouble, and it is a shadow pile, but it doesn't have to be that. Let me pull from Melanin Pop and see what Melanin Pop is going to tell me before I get your advice. Tell me, what's this person telling their friends about my pile number 4, please? Bring me the lighter side since we're struggling with that, because we were able to very clearly identify the shadow. So bring me the lighter side of this pile. And honestly, the lighter side of the pile is a recovery, a miraculous recovery with a connection that probably didn't have that stable of a foundation. Just tell me what we need to know. This person's telling their friends that we didn't cover already. Clear some of this up, please. This person telling their friends. How do we clear some of this up, please? I feel like Oshun, yep, tried to come out. Self-love. Yeah, I mean, if this person's, whoever is stepping into an energy of self-love, I got social media here. I got a walking away. I'll pull more, but like Oshun represents self-love and tending to one's personal individual needs, regardless of other people. So if we have an energy on the table of someone overextending and a fear of that person stopping or moving on as a result of overextending, and then we got somebody that just doesn't want to do that anymore. Prioritizing the self. That's the topic of let me focus on me, right? And then someone secretly admiring you, right? This person's possibly like secretly admiring you, especially where we talk about an unequal exchange, sorry. We pull one more in the bottom. We've got mountains, elevation, peak, climbing, transcendence. Someone trying to figure, like, it's like, how do I lay the foundation? How do I make the move? How do I extend? How do I show compassion, right? That's what I'm getting. So someone's hoping they receive that, or realizing, oh, I'm messing up, let me start sharing, right? Because I do got Oshun, I got secret admirer, I got mountain to climb. Someone realizing something really good that they have. I don't want to say too late, but like someone realizing an opportunity that they have in the best way, right? With a partner that they would really, and like a partner that they really admire, because we got secret admirer on the table. So let me see what's at the bottom, because this was the chaotic pile. I've got the athlete. You know what? You may be attracted to those yellow gold piles. You may, because I have a lot of those here, and you got 2 of those, and possibly the blue one. So the yellow, gold, and blue could be a thing. But athlete is very active energy. It's dedication, training, hobby, talent, active game, sports. It's emotion. It's someone that makes a move. It's someone that has a foundation. It's someone that's stable and secure in their own right, because we did touch on that lack of stability on one end, like whoever that is, you or them, right? So I have someone that's oh, you know what, actually this combination in the shadow, like I know we keep talking about that, feels like someone that is kind of like in their self-indulgence, and someone that's being the active one. So like someone that's giving, and someone that's over, like that's just receiving and indulging, right? The lightest side is someone being very, very active, right? Because I mentioned those traditional roles, very, very active in a masculine, possibly sense, towards like a feminine that they feel is nurturing and receptive. So we got really, really active, you got really, really receptive. And the secret admiring and the peak and the conversations about how that may go well when finding the balance required for reciprocity. Okay? All right. Well, let me get this advice and close this out, because this is chaos. Maybe go to the secret admirer readings. It looks like you have a very active secret admirer. This person is very actively, secretly admiring you in some form. So let me see. Tell me my pile number 4's advice. What advice do we have for my pile number 4, please? Oh, I'll take all of that because it's 3. Why not? My lightest side of the pile, I'll say this. This is someone, if they feel like I'll be honest with you. My lightest side is not someone, like, is not them where they've overextended. Where they've overextended, it's the shadow, because they're at the point where they're like, I've been overextending. If you've Okay, yeah, where they've overextended, you've overly received. That's where they are. If you are the one that has the opportunity, I don't know, I'm struggling. I'm struggling because I'm getting lost in the sauce. Because it's so blurry. Like, I keep seeing the polarity and I'm like losing energy. Because there's a lot of confusion on my table. The lighter side is someone talking to their friends about being more active and grounding and being more stable, more committed, more active in the connection, if that makes sense. Like, giving a lot more than if they weren't giving much, sharing a lot more if they weren't sharing much. If engagement is a topic, like if this is a couple where someone's been withholding affection or next stages of a connection, this person's like, no, I realize I need to, if I'm going to be with pile 4, I need to take the next steps in the connection. I can't just keep dragging my feet. Like, whoever is, if this person you're asking about is the one that's been not getting, not overextending, like if they've not been giving, they're starting to realize that, and they seem to be trying to adjust. If they've been overextending, they're like, no, let me focus my energy on me. That's where we are. I'm struggling. I'm so sorry, y'all, because the energy is not what I expected for this reading. But I guess if one of the piles was going to be like that, it was going to be that bar tree. But it's not bad. It's just like, okay, how do I make sure that there's reciprocity in the connection? And it's fixable where that's a thing, right? We have resilience. So be resilient. And then we've got growth of energy. Yeah, be resilient. Okay, so if you overextend, be resilient and you pull your energy back. Because that was a direct thing. That's a direct thing. Be resilient and maintain the boundary of withholding your energy. Okay? Like, I don't mean to make this a shadow pile, but like it's directly saying that. And pursue your destiny and prioritize you, which is why Ocean will be on the table. Athlete will be on the table, like, you know, pursue your dreams, your things, like all your goals in your connection, especially those of you where you're actively attached, right? Because it feels like prioritizing yourself over someone that is, I don't say wishy-washy, but they seem very comfortable receiving, if that makes sense. So let me see. And cast away negativity. Yes, so cast away negativity, pursue your destiny, be resilient and not overextending. Now, the opposite of, if that's not been you, if you've been the more receptive side, it says be resilient, stand your ground if this is the connection you're interested in pursuing, or if you're interested in this person. And stop like, I don't want to say stop draining the person, but like growth of energy says to stop like growing the energy. So stop taking, and cast away that negativity in you that would allow you to kind of lack compassion and consideration for someone else, right? And that's going to lead to you being more successful, that reciprocity in the connection with this person. Okay, perfect. We're closing it out. That is all I have for you today. My pile number 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the crew. We have some exclusive content on that Onyx key tier. Thank you for watching.